Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
Here we are, folks. It's Tuesday. We're in the studio. We're going to get kicked out. The secretary hates us. And the guy next door is my lawyer.
I legitimately saw a guy, like I peeked through. I came in here. I said, "What's up, you homos?" or whatever version of that.
Sure.
Then I was like, I got to take a shit. I walked out, and I saw a guy with his door was open ajar.
Uh-oh, I hate a jar.
And it just wasn't. And we made he looked up like that, and we made an eye contact. He looked like James L. Brooks. It's bad. It's bad news. This is a bad situation.
Well, you're also dressed like an aerobics instructor from the 80s, so he's probably like, well, where's your dress code? Who's this guy? Is he coming in here to do a jazzercise?
I got all my primary colors. It's too solid. Well,
it's a
I'm
lot of
wearing.
colors.
These are a new sponsor called. What are they called?
Endeavor.
Nice pull.
Thank you.
They're nice pants. I recommend them. You got to get them, but they're a little bit more snug on the
Tapered?
ankle.
I
tapered
see.
than I thought. And
Yeah.
I put them on. I got red shoes, blue pants.
It's a lot. Yeah, you look like
Green.
the Brazilian flag over here.
It's
I don't
not
even know what
good.
the colors are on that flag. But yeah, that's some solid Amish ankle porn you're pulling off here. And that ankle is whiter than Barry Manilow.
Well, you know what I need to do? I got to go and put all my money into clothes because.
No, that's a horrible investment.
No, listen to this because I was in.
Nairobi.
What's the one? Cleveland.
Yeah.
I was in Cleveland with whatever a few weeks ago with John Fish, a couple months ago. Fish, and we were shopping, and I went, he's like, you got to get some clothes. Like, I don't need clothes, and I get some sweatpants at like Champ Sports or whatever it is, one of those places.
Sure,
Lady
sure.
Foot Locker, and they're like sweatpants,
Gymboree.
$40. I go, give me a large. They're soft and squishy. I get two of them, $80.
Yes.
I wear them for 3 weeks straight. Wash them, get them back, and they look like my nephew's pants. They're down to the knee. They're knickers. I got football pants on.
Yeah, well, knicker, please. But I know what you mean. You can't do it. I get these clothes now. I buy clothes for life. People go, these are in. You got to get these. I go, I'm not getting these because they're not evergreen. I'm like Cosby.
Of course.
I want to knock you out, and I wanted my jokes to work in 20 years.
Well, that's what happens. But I shrink. I can't wash my clothes. I'm telling you, I got these long daddy legs.
You do, yeah.
They shrink, and my wife is walking around with all these great sweatpants because they
Yeah.
shrink to her size. And I'm like 3 feet taller than this bitch.
Yeah, maybe you buy big. Maybe you go to big and tall, like The Rock or Cedric the Entertainer.
But that's what I'm saying is I got to spend money. I have to go have them like sew the pants for me, like whatever
altered.
like Luke Longley does. You know what I mean?
Who?
Like, yeah, he played for the Bulls back in the
And
day.
he's got long right in there.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
I love a Luke. I always wanted to be Luke when I was a
Luke is
kid.
big. Me too. I love Luke.
Because Luke Skywalker.
Of course. And there's no gay Luke.
And there's Luke. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm sure there's a gay Luke somewhere.
I guess, but Luke was Luke. You got the ooh and the cuh.
Plus Cool Hand Luke. He's the coolest. I tried to be him. One time, Derek and I were wrestling, and he was like sitting on my face and farting in my tits, and I kept like coming back for more. And it was a bummer because he had never seen Cool Hand Luke.
Oh, yes.
And so I had like a black eye, and I was like, I'll still keep going. You
Yes.
haven't won yet. And then like 3 weeks later, he watches the movie, and he's like, oh, you're just doing that scene. I'm like, well, whatever. Leave me
Yeah.
alone.
Hand me an egg.
35 or 39.
50.
But I wanted to be a Luke.
Big movie for me. When I saw that movie, it blew my tits right into my asshole.
Oh, of course, it was good fun. But man, I want to be a Luke. Maybe I'll change to Luke. Luke List.
Luke List. Holy shit. Anyone else hard? That's a gay porn name if I ever heard it.
It sounds like a superhero. Joe sucks.
There's just so many of them. It's so generic. No offense.
Average Joe, Joey Bag of Donuts,
Joe Rogan, Joe
Coy,
Blow.
Camel Joe, or
Even-
Joe Camel.
Yeah, Mark is biblical, which is a little awkward.
Well, Joe is biblical, too.
Is that right? What do you got, Joe?
He's huge. What are you kidding?
Oh, Joseph.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. He's like the biggest one.
But
Get
you
out.
know-
Mark's not in the Bible.
What? I'm one of the dudes. Mark, Luke, and John.
No one ever heard of
Luke.
Mark. Luke's Bible?
Luke's big.
That takes from it, I think.
A little bit, yeah. I
Yeah.
like more of a Quran guy.
You're telling me Mark is more biblical than Joe? I'm Joe. I'm the father.
Well, no
Isn't he
one
the
goes,
father?
hey, it's Mary, the baby, and Joe over here. It's Joseph.
Well, that's my name, Joseph. Maybe I'll go by Joseph.
No,
Joseph Luke.
No, what are you, a documentary filmmaker now? Joseph is so pretentious. It's weird. It's an old guy with a beard who has a sweater on and sells wool hats.
That's a good point.
Joseph
Luke.
It's a little hippy-dippy. It's not for you.
Who is Joseph in the Bible? I don't know anything Bible. I watch Acts.
Jesus' dad.
Zeus' dad?
Jesus's.
I thought that was God. Isn't he the son of God?
Well, either way, he fucked Mary, and she wasn't awake for it.
Nobody. That Geraldo joke is the best joke.
Oh, man. She really stuck to her story.
That is gold. But I watched, I was just working with a guy. He's doing these Bible jokes. I feel like an asshole. I got to read this Bible because.
No, it's a tough read.
But I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Everyone's like, hey, it's a little bit like Xenix, if you know what I mean. I'm like, what is Xenix? Or is that? I might have made that up.
I don't know about Xenix, but playing there in Arizona. But I'll tell you, the Bible is tough. And it's wild. It is just rape, pedophilia, murder. I mean, I have a bit about it. The Bible, I went to Catholic school. It is insane. It's like the good book, the Bible. Put your hand on the Bible. The whole thing is just death and sadness.
So the Old Testament, Jesus is not in it. That's what I picked up.
Is that right?
He's out. He's not in there.
He's in the sequel.
He's in the second one.
Which
all my knowledge of the Bible is from jokes and like Last Temptation of Christ, which I never got into because I was like, I don't know who's who. You're supposed to know the story, I think.
Well, we know the cross, the crucifixion. I don't know why they did it. I think he got canceled or he put out a tweet. Something happened where they put Jesus up on the thing. They hammer the nails, and then the Egyptians are there.
I know
let people go.
There's a couple apostles.
Yes.
Is that Luke and Mark?
Oh, maybe.
Okay, so maybe Luke and Mark.
Then there's the big dinner. What is it, the dinner?
The Last Supper.
Supper.
I know about the supper.
Where's the early supper? You never hear about the first supper.
Yeah, supper.
That's brunch.
There's no dinner, no lupper. And then the wise men came and they brought gifts, but that's not in the Bible. That's like later. I think that's later.
What about mirth? What the hell's mirth?
What the fuck is mirth?
I don't know. I'm a flat mirther.
The final frontier?
Yeah, there's that. I thought the wise men were in there. They 3 guys. They bring you toys.
Well, maybe. I don't know if they're in there. I confuse because sometimes I confuse like the Bible with Christmas with the Pilgrims.
Pilgrims?
Is the Mayflower in the Bible?
No, that's a myth.
The Gayflower.
I think they hate Columbus. Is he part of that?
He's Italian. He's the only Italian whose name doesn't end in a vowel.
Right, a Wapdago.
That's a pretty good trivia, right? Name another Italian name that ends in non-vowel. Why is he Columbus? Why isn't he Columbusio?
Yeah,
whatever.
Columbo. He's something.
Yeah, that was a show.
He's a wop. Or is he a Jew? Peter Falk.
I think he's a Jew.
Yeah, I think he's a Jew.
But I think he played an Italian because Columbo.
Right.
I think back then people didn't want to watch Jews. They're like,
No.
a Jew solving a crime, get real.
Yeah, not on my watch. Well, the Holocaust didn't get solved.
What do you mean?
Wow, these are all Jews. You think one of them would go, hey, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, it's hard because there was so many. They could have teamed
I know.
up and really beat the shit out of some Nazis, but I think you get spooked or something.
6 million. You're like, hey, you guys couldn't get 2 million together and get a Nazi in a headlock?
But what are you going to do? Hit them with stale bread? I mean, it's a little tricky. They got the guns and the yelling.
Well, I feel like that Star of David you could use as a throwing star. Let's get creative here. That dreidel, throw a few of those at you.
But I think they took that stuff. I went to the museum. There's a whole pile of shit in there. They took their pots, their pans, and the Star. It was like an armband. They would have had to got it wet and snapped it at them.
That's true. Yeah, that big pile of stuff. It looks like a swap meet. I want to get in there and do some picking.
It's very moving. You go, you look at it, and you go, oh my God, that belonged to Judy. Yikes.
Yeah. Poor Judy. But yeah, I watched the Schindler's List with the lady, and she's TikToking through half of it and diddling herself. But we got some tears going.
There's some great tits in Schindler's List. I'll tell you that. It should be called Schindler's Tits.
I missed the tits.
What'd you watch it on AMC? There's tons of tits.
I think I did.
Big time tits.
What? Jew tits?
He's fucking the ladies. They got great tits. I jerked off to it. I used to pause.
The Nazi tits.
Good Nazi tits.
Yeah, I love a Nazi tit.
You did not see any tits.
Apparently not. What about the Nazi in Indiana Jones? That blonde coos in the last one?
The last one.
Crusade.
I didn't care for Crusade.
Well, the movie stinks. Sean Connery was when he does the burp. The whole thing's kooky, but
Call the man now, dog.
yeah, welcome to the Rock. But either way, The scene with the Nazi lady was so hot.
Yeah,
The blonde.
I'll have to redabble. I'd like to see a hot Nazi. That's got to be a porn, right?
Yeah, hot
Nazis.
Nazi. That's got to be a porn. Yeah, I'm sure there's Holocaust porn. There's every other kind of porn.
Well, anyways, I might go by Luke. Call me
Please.
Luke. Will you try calling me Luke for a little bit?
You don't fit a Luke, though. It doesn't fit.
Are you kidding me? I'm all Luke.
You got no Luke.
What do you put up your Lukes?
I'm gonna puke.
Luke University.
Ah, yeah.
No, Luke. I think you could pull off a Luke.
Maybe. You got to be real tough.
You know, I always thought my name's Joseph Albert. I always thought, like, if I hated my first name or if somebody else's name, I'd go by Al.
Big Al.
Or Bert. But then there's already a Bert
There's a
now.
couple Berts, yeah. Bert and Ernie.
Al's too short. I know it's the same syllable as Joe, but it's just the 2 letters.
2 letters is tough.
Al.
That's why you need a big Al or
Big
a fat Al or a crazy Al.
Chris Al.
There you go. He's fat.
Yeah.
But
Bully.
yeah, I hated Mark as a kid.
Really?
Always hated it. Well, you hate your own name.
Yeah.
I was I was the guy like, call me Dickless or Toto or Choo Choo. Toto was big. My dad called me that because I had the same hair as the dog in Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Basically calling me a fucking dog. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, but a lovable dog who's
Sure.
really smart, too.
Was he?
Oh, of course.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted a nickname so bad, but they don't stick. They got to be put on you.
Yeah, I guess so.
When I was, I used to be a PA on a couple of flicks back
Sure.
in the day, back when I was trying to find myself, didn't know where I was rudderless, so I worked on some movies. And it's a pretty grueling job. You got to lock it up. You know about Lock It Up?
I know about Lock It Up. I think we talked about Lock It Up on here.
Oh, we talked about Lock It Up? All right, lock her up.
Yeah.
But either way, watch your noggin there.
That was an elbow, and I think it almost went right through like the Walk This Way video.
Yeah. So I'm working on this movie, and we're in the middle of Texas, San Antonio, out in the brush, because we're shooting some crazy scene. I go, I got to take a piss. They go, all right, lock it up or cool it out or whatever. And I go pee, and I step on a cactus.
Oh!
And I'm on the walkie, so I'm like, bah, 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 you know, you can hear me. And they're like, what happened? What happened? Because I didn't know if a coyote got me. And I go, I had to pee. I stepped on a cactus. I fell on it. And they're like, you can hear the howls of all the grip, the makeup ladies. Oh, he stepped on it. So for the rest of the movie, I was Cactus.
Oh, wow.
And it was
Cactus
fun.
Mark. I like that.
Cactus Mark. Yeah.
That's
Sounds like a
pretty
wrestler.
good.
Yeah.
That is. I mean, Cactus Jack was a guy.
That's true.
Cactus Mark and Long-Legged Luke. I mean, I think we could pull this off.
We got something. I need
Yeah.
a cowboy hat and a belt buckle. Cactus here.
In middle school, they called me Gangly Fag, but it didn't stick in high school.
Now
so-
that fits.
Yeah.
That one I like. Gangly fag. I got a corny ass white boy. That was a big one.
That's fun. Everything all right, Shelby? Every once in a while, you make a face that I'm afraid the thing shut down. All right, cool.
I think he hated the Bible talk. Shelby is wildly devout. I don't know if people know that. He's kneeling now.
Oh, no kidding.
I've caught you kneeling a few times, but that was at a different bar.
Well, should we get into some jizz here?
Well,
some
sure,
biz? I mean,
sure.
it's just great to see. I was out in Dallas, and it's just so isolating. You forget because they don't let you bring anybody. And I was working with a nice guy, but I had shit to do. I had to Zoom. I had to do a podcast on Zoom and the other
That
thing,
happens.
and work out and all the stuff. And
Isn't that a bitch? You know, you kind of, when you go on the road, you kind of want to decom jizz. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you want to jizz all over your back and take it easy, put your feet up, watch Back to the Future marathon, order in. But when you have the Zooms and the self-tapes and the other shit, it kills your weekend.
It's tough. It's all obligations and whatever. But I know I keep saying this. It's been a while though. I really want to feel
It's been a while.
a jizzy load on my back, just to feel what that feels like.
It's about time. I haven't heard you say that in a while.
It's been
good
a
to
while.
have you back.
Well, it's not till you said it that I was like, that must be fun. Right on the butt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my lady loves ejaculate. She'll swim in that. If it was if L'Oreal sold it, she'd buy it in a little container and put it right here.
It just feels fun to feel like, oh, there it was. You know what I mean? A lady come, you got to take their word for it. They go, oh, I came, and they dig your heels into your asshole, but you don't get
Liar.
to see and feel a pile of hot toothpaste down your face.
I know, and it is warm. I mean, we've all eaten it. It is blazing hot. It's like cocoa, and this is why I don't get why you don't like the squirting.
Well, the squirting is fake. It's piss. They're pissing on you.
No.
And I do like it. What do you mean? That's
I
what
thought
I
you hated
wanted.
the squirting.
No, I think the squirting is fake. That's my porn I go to. I like reverse
What?
bukkake.
I didn't know that.
You got me all wrong.
Wait a minute.
This
Send me a link.
You're thinking of Luke. This is Uncle Joe.
Ah, long Luke jizz.
I love the. That's the only porn I ever got into was reverse bukkake, where they're all like, "Take it." You
Oh,
fat-"
that, yeah,
we had the
that.
reverse argument.
But that's not. That's piss. I'm talking when you're really knee deep in a gash and that thing is Katrina, baby. You got a raincoat on, an umbrella, and it's really just it's a wave pool, baby.
Well, keep in mind, my wife is 64 years
Sure.
old, so I mean, it's
She's not hydrated. Yeah, I get
it's
it.
mostly my own spit. But yeah, I remember. I fucked a couple kids. Back in the
Now they squirt. They
Back
got
when
the
I was-
guns.
little
Super soaker.
Super soaker. Remember those were so fun. You needed one.
You had to
needed
have
it.
the soaker.
And if you had a knockoff, forget about it. They'd beat the shit out of you with that tank.
Yeah. Oh man, that's super soaker. And then some kids went too far. Like, look, you got the middle range. That's all you need. But some kids would get the bazooka. He's got a fucking backpack on
No.
with a hose going to the gun, and you're like, what is this?
Then there was grenades.
Oh, come on. This is all very violent too. This is preschool shooting when you would just buy a super soaker and shoot each other in the face. You know, you didn't have to bring an AK to the high school.
A preschool shooting. That's serious.
I like it. There's a title.
What's Mike Whitman? You know Mike Whitman?
Yeah, I love the wit.
One of my favorite guys on earth. He used to have a great joke about it, how all his friends had super soakers, but they were poor, so I had to make do. He's like, I had a thing of Windex. I'd spray them. The kids were refreshed.
Oh, yes.
And then he's like, I got to crank it up. This is no good. It's not working. So I go into the sink, and the kids are like, he's got the raid. It was a great bit.
Good times.
Yeah.
Kids are fun to have sex with. But yeah. What the hell were we talking about?
We were going to get into some juice.
Oh, yes.
And then I got distracted, I think, by the bukkake.
Oh, the bukkake
or something.
took
the
you out of
load
it.
on my back took
Yes.
me out. Yeah.
Long Luke Load.
Yes.
Now sounds like a Korean director.
But, and Joe's in there a lot with the Koreans.
Yeah.
Soon Joe,
Soon
Blow.
Joe Huck. Yeah. Bong Boon.
Soon Joe, come.
Yes.
All right, well, I got a lot of stuff to get into here.
Please.
Well, first of all, I just went to Dallas. It was really fun, and tell me about this. I need your help. I need your advice.
Lay
I
it
need
on
your
me, fatty.
Come.
Yes.
So, you're very good with the content. Everybody's content. I stink with the content.
It's a lot of work. It's taken over my life. It's consuming.
I'm bad with the content. I hate the content, and I hate Instagram used to be photos. I loved
Yes.
it. It would be a sunset and a motorcycle and a bikini shot, and now it's TikTok. It's all video.
It's video.
I hate the video. I hate it, and it's all comics going, you ever see a bike? And then you skip, you ever blah, blah, blah. And I hate comedy.
Yes. Comedy's bad.
But you got to do it. So, I had a couple clips from Portland, that guy. And then I had the Cleveland incident. The guy shot my video stuff, and then I made fun of him here. I think he didn't care for that. I'm sorry.
Is that right? I didn't know about the Cleveland incident.
I still haven't gotten it back. Remember I was talking about the video? A guy came and videoed.
Yes.
Nice guy, huge
Yes.
fan. And,
Tuesday.
I said, you didn't really video. I don't know. I never saw anything.
Oh, yeah. You never
Yeah.
got it.
And he wrote back, and he's like, you hurt my feelings, you piece of shit. He made fun of my teeth. So I think we're fighting.
Oh, my Lord. I had no idea.
I feel terrible. I feel bad, but I still don't have the clip. So it's
Did you pay him?
I haven't paid him, but I'll exchange goods, sex and discounts.
Sure. Yeah. Wow. This is... Boy, you really must have done a number on this Cleveland cunt. What the hell did you say about his chompers?
Well, no, he made fun of my teeth.
Oh.
But I was like, hey, where's my video, you son of an onion?
Wait a minute. He made fun of your teeth, and now he's being a wuss?
Well, I don't know what's going on. I think it's hard to edit. I think he's consumed. I think he had COVID. I think, his parents
COVID,
died.
That's perfect editing time. You got the door closed and the blanket on.
That's a good point.
I have a point.
But anyways, I'll get it when I get it, whatever.
All right. I don't trust this Cleveland coos.
So I'm nervous about the tape and the thing. So I'm like, well, whatever. And I just forget about it because I suck at career. I stink at it.
No, you're writing jokes. That's what we got into this to do, and now there's like 18 other jobs. It'd be like, hey, you're a fisherman. Now you gotta do a cartoon with a fish and it's dancing and blackface.
That's how I feel. So we're there, and then there's a video guy there shooting the MC. He was very funny. Great weekend.
Sure.
Steve Gamble, and then Seth Knowles.
All right, Gamble and Knowles.
Yeah, that's a good team.
Good lawyers.
So he's sitting there, and the guy's got the video. He's like, I'm videoing my set. And I sit there and go, I should have him video my set. But he's doing other stuff. I don't know, the content. I can't stand it. What am I doing? I'll probably just be a whatever show. I just shot a special. Who cares? Then I go up. The camera is set up, and there's a camera sitting there, dead center.
Yeah.
This is the hottest crowd you ever saw.
Is that right?
I mean, the place was fire, Jerry. The paint was coming off the walls. The walls were shaking. The earth was quaking. My mind was breaking. I mean, and then there's this group of gals, and they go, we got we were supposed to get married, but the marriage fell through, and I had this whole riff I was killing.
This is gold.
It's all riff, and I'm going, this thing and this guy, he should fuck this guy, you should fuck that guy. Maybe I'll ask my wife if I can fuck you. And the crowd, it was like Def Comedy Jam.
Woo!
I mean,
long Luke riff.
it was insane. I mean, I kicked the guy's drink over. I was like Dumb and Dumber. I threw pretzels and lit a fart on fire.
Yeah, you got the ketchup and mustard.
And the whole time I'm going, maybe he hit record. Maybe he just said, fuck it, I'll record.
You're killing me here.
And this is what sucks about the content thing. Instead of coming off and going, that was the best show of my life. I'm the greatest. Oh my God, these people, they're going to blow me. What a star. I go, did you tape that by any chance? He's like, no, would have been a great clip though. You didn't ask me, and I go, fuck, I'm miserable. I'm still upset now. I'm still mad.
And you had a great moment, but you can't enjoy it because Cum Stain over here didn't push the old red button.
And I'm like, this is why there's 40 tickets. This is why my father's gay, the whole thing. And so now, what do you think about this?
Hit me there, sloppy jalopy.
I'm thinking about, I have the audio. I'm thinking about animating it.
I love it.
You get someone to animate? That probably costs $48,000.
It's going to be a pretty penny, and it's going to take you haven't even gotten the Cleveland video. This cartoon's going to take a month and a half. What are you going to hit up, Warner Brothers?
Do people want to watch a cartoon, though?
Of course. Cartoons are big. Kids love them.
I never liked cartoons.
I don't
Family
care for
Guy.
them either.
Yeah, they stink. Maybe I'll play it on a Saturday morning. Bring that back.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, get the kids involved with your retard stuff.
But I want to kill myself, and everything I see is a clip of a guy going, well, what'd you say? But. And I was like, I got to post my bullshit.
Yeah.
And
it's a nightmare. Don't get me started on Reels. You got to post Reels. I'm like, I spent a year on this. Now I'm doing Reels. It never ends.
I don't know what a reel. Get Reels.
Yes.
You're
like reeling me in.
And TikTok. And then I'm talking to Sam. He's like, I make $75,000 a minute. You got to post this on that and this on there. And I'm like, oh, fuck me.
Well, that's the other thing, though. You make a couple clams on this shit. You get some shekels, but you're also shelling out $3,800 to pay for Tom, Dick, and Queef Face over here in Denver to set up a rig and a jib and a swoop, all this shit with the lights and the camera and the action.
I think some of those words we can't even say anymore, but
oh god,
it was a good time. Maybe I'll animate. I reached out. Sam's like, I got an animator. Tell him you know my name or whatever. So maybe I'll, get it animated. I don't know. Who gives a shit?
I like it. You could also do that Ken Burns horse shit where you got like a weird moving photo of you, like
just audio. Maybe. That's not bad.
It's an idea. But if you had the audio, I think you got something here, but it's not the same. It'd be great to see the whores in the back hooting and hollering, the drink kicked over. I mean, this is all hella killer lunch footage.
Well, I made up the part about the drink, but the rest is true. But now it's hard because I'm building it up. So if I put the cartoon, they're going, you made a cartoon out of this shit?
Nah, I don't know. It's something. Hey, it's as good as Lil Gaze, which I also want to see a cartoon of.
That's good. And then
whoever did that ad, that art was killer.
Yeah, he works for Mork and Mindy or whatever.
What? Mork and Mindy's back? Holy shit. Nanu.
Something, whatever it is.
Adult
Bob.
Swim.
Yeah, I don't know.
Burgers. Who the hell can keep up? Bert and Ernie. I don't know.
I don't watch anything. But anyways, I didn't tape the set. I feel like an asshole. And the worst part is, you ever have these things? I know you do. These things where you're like, in life, I feel like we're consumed with these where I'm like, why didn't I say, hey, could you record my set?
I do the same fucking thing.
It's like a social thing. I was like, I don't want to do that. What if I bother them? The whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, there's like a 4K HD camera setup pointed at me
I know.
while I'm having the night of my life. And I just didn't want to go, could you tape me too? Because I feel like a piece of shit. Everybody hates me. I want to kill myself.
I did this. So I had to say two things I want to commiserate with you here.
Oh, jeez. Oh, this is bad.
We had a door slam. I went right back to my childhood when my dad would get angry.
A guy just slammed the door.
That was a big slam.
This is bad.
That was slam dunk.
I mean, we're yelling in here. Chick Hearn. Chick is a weird name. The guy's name is Chick.
I like
Hearn.
Chick. Chick works.
Should I be Chick? People say you're like a chick.
Yes, Luke Chick. You got great legs.
Luke Chick.
Chick Luke.
I think that's a hockey player, by the way. Milan Lucic.
Ah, there you go. Some crazy Polak. But either way. Two things. One, I was in Phoenix once, and I had this guy open for me, Zoltan. Check him out.
I know Zoltan.
He's good.
Very good.
So he's a good West Coast queef, and he'll open for me every now and then. And he's got the content. He's the content king, and he's got the jib set up and the gook and all the other stuff. And he's killing, and he's got his video. It was right after the riot or the January 6th thing, and he had a whole thing on that with the elk head guy and the face paint. And I had the heckle situation of my life. And I was like, "Did you get it?" And he's like, "I didn't get it." But he's like, you'd be Eddie Murphy if that came out." And I'm like, I forgot the other thing. What was your other thing? I had another thing on that. That's gone.
But it reminded me of Louis one time.
Oh, I remembered it.
You want to go?
No, you go, because I've been hogging.
No, I've been hogging.
All right, well,
it was all Dallas.
Well, I went hogging in college, and that's how I met my ex. But let me say this. You talked about the thing where you could have just said, "Can you hit record?" And it would have been no if, and, or anal. And I went to do Rogan in Texas, and I went, you get off the plane, you go, I didn't bring my keys. That's great. I live with a lady. We like each other. We're getting married. She can let me in. And then you start thinking, well, what if she's not home when I get home? And then I went to Iowa. I'm like, oh, yeah, no keys. Let me just tell her, hey, put my keys in the foyer or in the front room or unlock the door or whatever. And I was like, I don't want to bother her. So then I get home after this whole connection of Iowa, Texas, a lot of flights. I finally make it home. You get out of the Uber and you go, hey, you home? I'm not home. I'm in Brooklyn. I could have texted 900 times, but I didn't do it.
That's my worst nightmare. I think about that all the time. I'm a big key checker. All day long I'm doing this.
Same.
I'm worried about the keys.
You're
a
key keeper.
Yeah. You're the king of that, though. You've had a lot of situations where I'm like,
know.
why didn't you just say you couldn't come?
I know. It's a problem. I don't want to bother, but it would have been 2 seconds.
I know. It's bad.
Now I'm homeless.
But the Louis thing that he did one time, he did a set, like a theater was doing new, and his phone didn't record. He didn't whatever. So he sent out an email to everybody that had tickets and was like, if anybody was illegally recording that, I won't punish you. We won't care. We're not mad. I need the recording. And a guy wrote back and was like, hey, I was bootlegging it if you want it.
What?
And he's like, send it to my assistant. So he got it from a guy bootlegging.
Isn't that interesting? It's kind of like when your parents say, don't ever do this. But then one day they're like, did you do that? Because I fucked up.
Yeah.
That happens every now and then.
So he got it. So I was like, was anyone illegal? But I don't think anyone's just recording video of sets. By the way, don't do that.
Well, that also fucked him in Long Island, too. So let's not forget about that. So there's the good comes with the bad, or whatever the hell the Jews say.
And the ugly.
Aha.
Clint Eastwood.
Westerns are back, baby.
Yeah, I love a good Western.
You see Old Henry?
I told you about Old Henry.
It's pretty good. Well, I'd watch it off your rec.
I know. And then you wrote, hey, it was great.
Yes.
Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is very excited to welcome our new sponsor, Endeavor Athletic. I just came from Equinox teaser. Gyms today only allow you to tug and pull on your clothes for so long before they politely ask you to leave and not come back. Don't let ill-fitting athletic gear get in the way of being your best on the field, in the gym, or wherever you exercise. That's why Endeavor's small batch craft athletic apparel is made to move with you. I love these things. I just got them in the mail. They were nice enough to send us a couple copies. These are so comfy. They pop, right?
They look great. They fit like a glove.
Bright blue. They got the zippers on the bottom so you can pull them right over your shoes. I just put them on right after the steam room. They're soft on my body, and they just fit nice. They're beauties.
Yeah, they look great. They do pop. They got a good shine.
The fabric, I don't even know how to describe the fabric. It's so soft. Get in there. Feel
wow,
that, right?
That is a soft penis.
And you know what they have that I like in a workout? Zipper pockets.
Oh, that's big.
I got my AirPods in there, my keys, my phone. I don't want to lose shit. I lose stuff all the time. So it's killer. I highly recommend it. I'm wearing it right now. The crew neck sweatshirt they sent us is made of NASA space certified technology worn by the Trizar crew. That sounds like a Wu-Tang.
You got that right.
Great for running, cycling, yoga, lifting, and everything else that makes you sweat. And as of today, as of today, you can get them on the website. And as a Tuesdays with Stories listener, you can save 15% at checkout using code Tuesdays at EndeavorAthletic.com. That's ENDEAVOR athletic.com. Promo code Tuesdays for 15% off at checkout. Endeavor. You don't give up when the reps get hard, and your performance gear shouldn't either.
Hear, hear. Well said. All right. Tuesdays with Stories is also brought to you by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Going to therapy doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It means that you know that people have emotions and we all need help controlling them sometimes. Look, we love therapy. We go. I think it's necessary. I think there's a lot of kooks out there who could use some therapy. But as we say, it is tough to get up, get out, get in the car, park it, set up time, travel, get it right at your home. Bam, baby, remote therapy, knock it out in your house. It's safe, it's comfortable, it's secure. Get it going. Just like going to the gym and the dentist, we must be caring of our mental health as well as our physical. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, even live chat with your therapist so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Give it a try and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp online therapy. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and you get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Tuesdays. BETTERHELP.com/Tuesdays. And check out BetterHelp's new podcast, Getting Better. Stories of mental health on Apple, Spotify, and anywhere else. Get some therapy. Get on it. BetterHelp.
Tuesdays with Stories is also very, very excited to welcome our new sponsor, Indochino. We are excited about this. We were talking about it off air. This year, let Indochino take care of your 2022 style edit. You can customize everything from suits and shirts to chinos and bomber jackets. We're a couple of bombers. At prices more affordable than you might expect. They sent us some stuff. I'm loving it. I'm so excited. I mean, every day my wife is like, "What? You got more stuff?" I'm like, "That's right, baby." Because Tuesdays with Stories is bringing the heat.
Yeah, so we need clothes. Look at us. We look like a couple of riding the rails hobos over here. So
I know.
Send us some nice threads.
This is awesome. I'm very excited about these stuff they sent us. Indochino offers completely custom-fitted suits, shirts, casual wear, and more at a surprisingly affordable prices. I was just talking about how I need this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Every piece is made to your exact measurements, and you can customize every detail all online. I mean, this is like my prayers have been answered, honestly.
You got that right.
You can create a suit that fits you and your style perfectly. The best part, Indochino's suits start for just $429. That's insane.
Good
Ted
for a
Baker's
suit.
like $48,000.
You got that right.
Shirts from $79 with all customizations included. You want to tell them how to do it?
Hell yeah. Give yourself a style edit that sets the tone for the rest of your year with Indochino. Get $50 off any purchase of $3.99 or more using promo code Tuesdays at Indochino.com. That's 50 whole clams off a purchase of $399 or more at Indochino.com. Promo code Tuesdays. Get on it and look better and feel better. Queef it up. Thank you. Hey, folks, this week on the Patreon, we got a hot little number. We're playing 7 and 7. Heads up guessing game. You can't not love it. It's high risk, high flying, fun times.
I don't know about high risk, but it was a good time, and we kick ass. I'll take on anybody. If you're we know what you should do. If you're a premium member, so if you give like $100 a day or whatever it is, you come, you play us. You take a buddy.
I like it.
And we wipe the floor with you. We're unbeatable. I don't know what camera I'm supposed to look at.
We can't be beaten. You think you know your pal. We've been doing freeform for 18 years here. You can't touch us. Put it in my ass.
That's a good idea. You donate $7,000 to our Equinox fund, and
sure.
You know what I mean? You come, you challenge us, we beat you, and then you have to take your pants off and we fuck you.
There you go. Screw the kids. Donate to us. Thanks a lot. We'll kill you.
George is saying cut it.
All right, but so keep going.
Well, that
Dallas.
was Dallas. I mean, I want to get into. I got to get into Tacoma, but do you want to do some stuff?
Yeah.
I feel like I just did a whole long thing.
You went to Dallas and you were mad there was no shooting. It's the opposite of Kennedy. All right. All right, pulled that out of my ass. But we were both got raped anally because I went to my number one least favorite city in America and just took it up the tailpipe. Syracuse, New York. You know who you are. You know where you are. 2 degrees. That's the other thing about Syracuse. Every time I show up, they go, "This is wild. It's never this cold." I'm like, I came here in July last year and it was fucking 2 degrees. What the hell are you talking about? It's never nice.
I think I said this last time we talked about Syracuse. It blows my mind that they're able to recruit basketball players to come to Syracuse.
I know.
How did you do that?
That's all they have. Well, they're pretty legendary, that orange team or whatever.
I know. Jim Boeheim. I mean, that guy should run for president.
Gayheim,
He's getting like young urban kids to be like, "Come up here, it's nice," and they're like, "Okay."
That's a good point.
I'm like, how are you doing that?
Yeah, he should work on BLM. But they have no lives up there because there's nothing to do, so they don't matter. But it was wild up there. I mean, just tundra shit. You know, a guy picks you up with the fur coat on. He's like, "Get in the car. We will die out here." You know, I'm cutting open a polar bear. I'm living in it. It's so cold.
It's like Rocky IV.
Yeah, the crazy Russian. The Russian?
Ivan Drago.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
He was, man, that's a handsome man, huh?
I will break you.
He's
Is he
like
handsome?
Well, he's a perfect spec. He's like the Aryan with the muscle, with the blonde and the good face. He's got a PhD, by the way.
No kidding.
Dolph Lundgren, yeah.
I don't know what a PhD is.
Pre-hyperbolic diabetic.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
People say I have a PhD. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm really a moron.
No, you're a smart cat.
Well, I got wisdom, but I got no knowledge.
You got whiz
Yeah.
on me. So yeah, get up there, and Thursday night it's in a mall. All they have is a mall. The people there are sad. Everybody's got a puss on, you know. Even the women look like they've been hit today, and they're like, "Well, it's a good day. I only got hit twice." It's just a bummer.
Get that puss off your face.
Yeah. So
R.I.P. Kevin Meaney.
you know, the mall food, the whole thing's a bummer. And, you know, I get there, and the first crowd, I've been having some good sets. You know, we've been selling some tickets. Some gays come out, the Netflix. Things are kind of moving. And then you get there, and it all goes away. These people go, "Who are you? We don't care. We're here to eat. You're lucky we're here. We got free tickets." And it brings you right back to those, like, first couple years of, do I suck? I'm not good at this. These people hated me. And you turn into... First, you have that feeling of like, fuck you guys. And then you go in and you're like, maybe it's me. Maybe I do suck. Why can't I get them to laugh? This is on me. And then, you know, you just start spiraling, and it's just heckle and shutting them down. And then the club not doing anything, and then getting mad at the club. And then you realize you like the chicken fingers more than you like me. And the whole thing sucks. You end up getting drunk. Now you're in a spiral. You wake up hungover. You bomb again that night. So you get drunk again. Whatever. 5 shows. Eating my ass,
Ooh.
selling shirts in the mall on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Then, here we go. Last night, last show, I tell Raj Balani, funny guy, he was opening. He goes, what do you want to do? You want to drive back at like 8 a.m. or you want to just suck it up and drive the 4 hours back on Saturday night after the second show? And I said, let's do it. Second show drive. So he goes, all right. So we pack our bags. We get to the mall. Saturday early show. Slug Fest. It's sold out. You think sold out. Here we go. But now it's just more people that don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know, which is actually harder. And they're all the way in the back, and they're not even listening. You know, you walk to the back of the club, and you walk back up, and everybody's texting. Everybody's TikToking. And you're like, what are you going to do? But fuck it. So you're counting the minutes. Just got to do 45. Just got to do 45. And I know there's people hearing this going, I was at the show. It didn't seem that bad. But you don't know. When you do a good show, then you go there, you're like, this is tough.
Right. Yeah. It's sometimes that's reversed, too. Sometimes you're like, that was the best show of my life. And people are like, the crowd sucked, but I loved you. And I'm
That's true.
the crowd was great.
Yeah. I go both ways. So, first show was tough. Just brutal. You know the guys looking up at you like this in the front row?
I know that guy.
And you're like, this works. I've done this joke a million times. It's like, that was my bulletproof joke. And then I'll be like, look at this fat guy. And they're like, ah! I'm like, I worked on that joke 6 months. The fat guy thing killed you. What are we doing here?
I know. They want Rickles. They want you to go
Rickles.
through and go, is this guy an eagle or a Jew? And woohoo!
Yes.
You know?
They don't want to
It's a good
think.
joke.
Yeah, that's not bad. They don't want to think. They don't want to process. They don't want to like stew on anything. They just want, give me the straight chocolate. They want the chocolate. They want the mayonnaise. They don't want the radish on the side. They don't want the salad. They want the straight dick in the ass.
Mayonnaise.
I don't know where I got mayonnaise.
I can hear someone outside.
I
It's so
know.
bad. Literally, you hear
yelling dick in the
you
ass.
hear dick in the ass, and then you hear like a high heel step.
Oh, I hate a high heel step. Well, I like it up my ass, but I don't want it in the hallway.
Oh God, so
All right.
bad. We have to like put hoods on when we leave.
I got a Klan hood if you need it. But so Saturday late show was tough. Then you got to sell shirts, and then you know what, you're selling shirts, and the guy's like, I was a guy who yelled at you. You're like, oh hey, and he's like, I like you, and you're like, oh whatever. You sell the shirt, you take the photo, then. Saturday Late Show, I'm like, here we go. It's like a heist. You know, you're like, get the car running, get the bag in the car, get out of my face, fuck you, let's get paid now. All this shit you're planning just to get the shit out of Dodge.
I always feel like I'm hurting their feelings, so I'm like, would you mind giving me the check on Thursday? Because I really want to leave
I know.
quickly.
They're like, well, you might sell out on Saturday. You want to tally that in? Just keep it. Give me the
bonus.
guarantee.
I need to get out of here.
Yeah, I handed the manager my hotel key. I was like, you take the room. I'm gone. So then Saturday Late Show comes. We go, here we go. It's half full. The other show is full. This one's full. So now we've gone down to 120 people. Hottest show of the year.
Ooh.
All this just bullshit all weekend. And then the last show is just like Tuesdays.
Wow.
Comedy fans, people. We drove here from Omaha. We drove here from Beijing and Wuhan and all this shit.
You got to animate it.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want.
I know. And then also, the beauty of it is you ate shit for 6 years on all the other shows. So you've built up all these, like, Syracuse zings. Mm-hmm. So now on the last show, you're winging and whapping and whopping, and you're just killing them with all these. They're like, where'd you come up with all this shit? And you're like, yeah, I came up with it because I got my ass kicked on fucking 3 other shows.
Bayheim.
Yes, Gayheim. So, hottest show ever. And then they're like, we got to get a photo. And then I'm like, well, this is backwards because now we're hightailing it out of here. I'm running out there with a bag of money and my pants are falling down. I'm running out of the mall. And they're all going, where are you going? We had the greatest experience of our lives. It was like this connection, this magical night, and then you're leaving. And so it's kind of kooky because you leave right after that great show.
Right. And how was that ride? You're through the night? Good talk, good convo,
great
music?
Talk,
what are we
great
talking?
Convo.
Podcast?
You amped up from the show. So you're feeling good, and it was a good show. You end on a high note. You got your check. So it was great. It was 4 hours flew by, and he got tired at one point, so I drove. That's kind of fun. Now I'm driving the bus. Pulled up to the house at 4 a.m. and was so happy we did it.
Wow, that's fun. I love a drive through the night. I love comics in a car. It doesn't happen as much as it used to.
It was great because you have those big belly laughs where it's just you and him saying horrible shit. Then you get real. You talk about your childhood or your girlfriend problems, and then you talk about therapy. And then you get back to the laughs. It's great.
Yeah, it's always hard. It's a weird thing. I've been on both sides of this. When you leave right after a show, because one of you just got off stage and you're on stage for 50 minutes, you're fresh. The other person's just been sitting around for an hour.
True.
So it's hard because you're like when you're the one opening, you're like, all right, get through the show. Come on, let's get it to where we're both talking. But when you just headline, you're like, and then that lady and that crazy, that was crazy. You see that bit? You hear that bit?
And they're like, I'm done with that. I've already moved on.
Yeah, they're like, my weekend's over.
Yeah.
So it's always tricky.
Yeah. Well, whatever. We had a great night, and driving through New York at night is nice because there's no one on the road, and it's pretty, and it's easy and quick. Got through that Lincoln Tunnel. Zip, zap, zoom. Back home in bed at 4:18.
Love those twinkly lights.
Here, here.
Big city.
Big city, bright lights. So what do you got?
Well, I got a whole bunch of stuff. Did we get that sign yet, Shelby? Where are we at here? I feel like we've been...
What sign?
I missed the C. Remember he's giving us the half a C.
Ah,
the half clock.
I missed the half clock.
Half cocked. I didn't see a half clock.
I've never heard that. Did you invent that? Okay, I've never heard of that in my life. Shelby goes, hey, at half the show, I'm going to give you one of these. I was like, what is that, a big C? You call me a cunt? Vitamin C? What are we doing here? But apparently it's half of a clock.
The big C is what they call cancer.
Ah, what a clit.
The big C. Oh, I got a big C in my house.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see.
High C.
I forgot about high C.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That's what I say to my wife. High C.
Ah. Took some math. Well, I got a bunch of... I don't know where to start here.
Well,
I got...
Start at my sack and get to my anal.
Let me throw you out some categories. I'll be one of those comedians where they give the categories. I find that very pretentious.
A little bit. What do you want, dirty? You want family? What? Do the jokes.
You know, the best joke. Who's that guy we love? He wrote for Harvard. He's got the great joke with the Sears catalog. Dan Mintz.
Oh, he's great.
Dan Mintz had a great one making fun of those people. He goes, I got time for one joke left. One joke. What do you guys want to hear? You want to hear a joke about boo or a joke about get off the stage?
That's I've never heard that one.
Very funny guy.
That reminds me of David Tell on the sidewalk. He's getting mobbed by all these people in photos, and it's Joe DeRosa and Big J, and he goes, have you met Stands here and does nothing? Come on. Who thinks of that?
All right, here are my categories.
Category me.
Monster Jam.
I don't know what that is.
Crazy Lady.
Wow.
Equinox.
Oh, Crazy Lady jumps out at me because it's now we got a situation here. Monster Jam, I assume that's a song from the 40s. Well, that's Monster Mash. Sorry. And then Equinox I want to hear about because I know you signed up.
All right, well,
give me the whole
I'll
kit
get to
and
all of them.
caboodle.
So where are we at with time? Are we half C, 3/4 C?
Oh, we're about to get a picture of a clock here.
We have 10 minutes left? Are you kidding me?
What? Flew by.
That flew.
18.
Ah,
Okay,
that's
okay.
almost twice as much as 10.
Yes, that's true.
It's you know,
And less than half.
all right. Well, let me just get right through it here.
So the legal age.
All right, crazy lady in the train. This is a quickie, fun.
Ooh, train lady.
The train is all wacky.
Wackadoo.
I'm sure you're hearing about it on the news.
Yes, and it's well, first of all, an Asian lady got pushed on the tracks.
Yes.
Which I apologize for that again. And then secondly, it's winter.
Mm-hmm.
So the cuckoos are going down to the choo-choo.
Yes, the weather of the winter is on its way. Yay! All right, so there's a crazy lady. I get on the F train, which is a particularly kooky train.
I agree. Why is that?
I think because it goes from the Bronx into Brooklyn.
Uh-huh.
It's all about where it's headed.
Right.
Like the N train is the nicest because it goes to Astoria.
Oh, interesting.
My buddy, when Cantor, when he had a girlfriend who was like young and she was drinking and loud. I might have told this story before. She was like loud on the train. She was like, "Whoa, woo!" And the guy goes, "You gotta quiet down. This train's going to the Bronx." It was like kind of like he was being serious. He's like, "You gotta take it easy. This is not, you know what I mean? This is a serious train
this
here."
isn't playtime.
Yeah, people are not fucking around with like 20-year-old like, "I moved to the city,
Right.
woo!"
Right.
It's like you gotta shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
These people live in.
Give me your purse and grab your ankles.
Yeah, in hell. So I'm on the F train, and just a quick fun ditty. I see this lady on the platform, and she's got the super mask. You know that mask with the two things on the side, like this?
Yo, yes, the tits on the side.
It's like the World War III mask.
Right.
She's got that, like Darth Vader shit, and then she has the
Bane.
plastic shield.
Jesus.
So she's doubled up on kook.
This lady hates a load in the face.
Oh, yeah. So we're opposites. So she's got a bunch of bags. She's like an old bag lady.
Yeah.
Double masked, super mask.
She's a mascot.
And so I get on the train, and she comes running in like a cartoon character because she wants the whole. She was like Kramer. She wants the whole bench to herself,
The
and
bench
she
bitch.
runs, and her bag spills everywhere. But she does this. She's got like both arms out, guarding the thing.
This
and
lady's
then,
a lot already.
And then she like touches the foot of a black woman, which is just. I mean, as soon as I saw the contact, and I put on my 3D glasses and leaned in because I was like, well, this is going to be fun.
Speaking of content, this could be something.
And this lady was like, she's like, "You motherfucking bitch, you touched my foot. I should beat the shit out of you."
Whoa.
And then the lady was like, "Oh," and like scooping up her shit. And then the black lady goes, "We all paid the same price. That's not your seat. You don't get all the seats.
She ain't
Everybody
wrong.
paid the same price. I should beat the shit out of you." And I was like, "Yeah, please beat the shit out of her."
Beat her ass.
It would have looked like a WWF match because she was like a character.
Right,
She was like,
right.
you know, I couldn't think of a character.
Man in the Iron Mask. Or I don't know. Who knows what?
Bam Bigelow, whoever.
Yeah, G.I. Jojo.
But that was fun. Her shit spilled everywhere. And then every time someone would come on, she would do this. She'd like do this thing.
Like, I get the whole thing.
Yeah, because she wanted to be not near anybody. I don't know. Maybe she's got some.
I'm with the angry black lady. I mean, this.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
get the bench. What? Because you're scared of COVID? We're all dealing with this shit.
I know you're a fucking dipshit. Anyways,
Karen.
that was crazy, lady. Let me talk a little bit about Seattle. I went out to Seattle. My buddy Derek, you know Derek, he moved to Gig Harbor.
D-Man, Gig Harbor. We should do a show there.
That sounds fine. Oh, it's 10 minutes from the Tacoma Comedy Club.
Ah, never heard of Gig.
Yeah, it's right next to Tacoma.
Okay.
So I don't want to get too into that, but it was beautiful and great. I went and hung out with Little Joe.
Oh, he's cute.
I might call Luke.
Oh, I like that. Little
got it.
Luke and Big Luke.
That's not bad.
All right.
Oh, that was sweet. That was a squeaker.
Put in the books.
That was fun. I go out to Gig Harbor. I got the one night. I just went to see the old fam, hang out, throw the kids around, see the new house. That was
Sure.
good fun. And
Uncle Luke.
I took my niece out for like a day date. It was really fun because the parents were at work. So it's fun to be that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Who, I scoop her up. By the way, his wife, Erica, my friend, she works at a beauty salon. And it's all these like hot beauty salon women.
Oh, yeah.
And the kid is just, his daughter is just at the, take your daughter to work day thing.
Sure.
And so I show up off the plane. I'm picking her up to take her out for a few hours while her mother works, which is very exciting.
How cool are you, the fun uncle?
I'm Funkle. They call me Funkle.
Oh, there you go.
But I show up and I flew, so I'm wearing sweatpants that are 3 feet too short because of the washing machine.
Uh-huh.
I haven't showered, so I got like matted head.
Yeah.
I've been sleeping on the plane. I just look like a hobo. I haven't showered.
And that's a big old haul.
Big haul.
What's that, 5 hours?
5.5. So I get dropped
me
off
too.
in a lift. I come in with a suitcase and a bag. And, homeless people have overrun. This is in West Seattle. West Seattle is just overrun with homeless people. So I come in with a bag. I got a paper bag, a plastic bag. I got a mask on. My hair's matted. I look like a hobo.
Sure.
And then his kid just opens the door and goes, "Hey, Funkle Joe, it's Funkle Joe time." I grab her hand and just whisk her off. And these crazy beauty bitches are like, "Who the fuck? Someone just took your kid.
Whoa.
They took your kid." Because she had a client. So she was like in the back, and I just took her kid and left. And they were like, "What the fuck? Should we call 911?" It was a whole situation.
Holy hell!
Yeah, so it was that was fun. And then you come back and you feel like a hero because you're like this guy that's got the kid and she's happy. She's holding a popsicle stick and whatever, as you know. And they're like, "Oh, what a nice boy."
Yes, yeah. And these parents, they get a minute from their kids, and you're a saint. You're a hero.
I was saint. So it was fun. That was a great time. But then Saturday, we're going to Monster Jam. You know about Monster Jam?
Is that the trucks?
The big trucks, the Monster Trucks.
Monster Truck.
Which used to be a concert back in Massachusetts, that 94.5 Monster Jam. It was like a hip-hop thing.
Right. Yeah. I've heard that on the radio. Monster Jam this weekend. All the great bands.
Yeah, exactly. So we go into the Tacoma Dome,
Oh.
which is a real shithole. Have you been inside that
No,
thing?
but it's legendary.
It is a piece of shit building. It's all
Really?
dank and dark. And so I'm posting photos. I'm in Gig Harbor. Shane Gillis messages me. He goes, "Hey, I'm in Tacoma."
There we go.
He's 10 minutes away. And I go, "Well, guess what? This is right up your asshole. We're going to Monster Jam."
Right, you're a redneck weirdo.
Yeah, so I go, "Hey, get a ticket." And I go, "I'll tell you what, I'll get you a ticket. And you can sit to my left. The family will be to my right. You don't have to meet anybody." Because I know the feeling.
You're a good egg. That's a sweet thought.
Because I've been there where you're like, I'd like to meet, but I'm like, a niece, a nephew, a friend, a wife.
Oh, dude, just the wife alone, I'm out.
Exactly. So we did it, and he came in. He shuffled past all that. I didn't even introduce him. He came and sat on this side.
Well, he blends right in over there. He's got a hoodie on. He's got jowls, and he's already holding a beer.
Oh, somebody gave him a beer. Somebody was like, "Hey, Shane, I want to buy you a Bud Light," whatever.
That's great.
So that was fun. So I could lean in and make my kid comments. "Boy, this is pretty something, sonny boy." And I'd be like, "This guy's a piece of shit." You know, it was fun to have the Shane and the kids.
I love it. Yin and yang.
So that was fun and
I think
exciting.
he got in trouble for saying.
Which, by the way, Monster Trucks, pretty fun for about 20 minutes.
I don't get it.
And then you're like, all right.
Yeah, it was big before internet. I went in the 80s when I was like 5, and I was like, wow! And then now I can see a guy getting fisted. It's fine.
It was fun, but like there's only it's very limited. You do the big jump, and then you can go on your front tires, which is impressive, and then they do a donut.
Okay.
But other than that, you're like, all right.
Got it.
I got it.
Yeah.
But the fun thing is you go on a website and you rate the score. So that was really fun because they're doing all the tricks, and Shane and I'd be like 1.5 losers.
Oh,
that was
there
fun.
you go. That's something.
And my nephew, he's adorable. He puts it to 10 every time. Literally, the truck comes and stalls out. They come and tow him off, and he's like 10.
Okay. He's a cute kid. He's positive.
Yeah, he's very positive, HIV. So
Sure, go.
that was cute. Shane and I had a good time. And then, of course, this is the classic thing. Shane's like, "Come do guest spots. Let's hang." Because he's on the road by himself. He didn't bring anybody. He's alone. And I'm 10 minutes away. So he's like, "Please come do spots. It'll be great." And then I posted a photo of us. So everyone's going, "Oh, we'll see you tonight in Tacoma."
Oh, interesting.
And it's 10 minutes away. But this is why you got to live in the city. Because we go in the backyard. We got a little campfire going. Big old bonfire. I got a box of cigars.
Oh, forget it.
Derek's got a cigar. I got a cigar with more lined up. We got a pizza coming.
Oh,
We're
it's
telling
over.
stories. I'm in my pajamas. Shane's like, "Hey, still make the 8 o'clock show?" I'm like, "I'll be there for the 10.
Yes.
Then 9:40 runs around. He's like, "Come on, dude, please."
Half clock.
And I got my shoes up with a fire. I'm bathed in the firelight with a fat cigar, which is a big brown dick.
Yes.
And I'm killing with the kids. Derek's killing me. His wife is there. We're having a great time. I'm like, I can't do comedy. This is why I can't buy a house.
That's a good point. Yeah, we'll never see you again. You buy a house, you could be chopping firewood and fucking beavers. But
I long for it.
I know, and it's nice. But here's the clinker: people go, "Dude, I got a sold-out show. We love doing comedy. We'll hang out." And you're like, "Yes, but it's the other things. It's the other shit. I got to get in a car. I got to drive there, park, show up. There's going to be a weird manager. And you go, 'Who are you?' 'Hey, I'm here.' Okay, then you got to go sit with Shane, do the set, get back." That's what it is. If you could teleport to the center of the stage and go, joke, 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 laugh, laugh, thank you, and then teleport out, it'd be money.
This is why I want to swallow your jizz first thing in the morning. You get me.
I get it.
I said the same thing.
I'm with you.
I said if I could teleport. That's what I said. I said
Swallow
those
it.
words.
Swallow me.
I said teleport because it is. And Tacoma.
You said teleport?
I said teleport.
Get out of here.
I'm telling you, Port. It's because
of a storm.
And all these cities. These
titties.
They all are just overrun with homeless, and I'm like, I don't want to look for parking, and I'm gonna have to deal with 3 homeless assholes.
Yes.
No offense, I feel bad. Blah blah blah.
They chased you too.
I know. I'm gonna get chased in there, and you know, I don't want to deal with it. If I could teleport, I wish there could be 2 of me.
I know.
Because I'm like, that's so fun, and I want to be that guy. I know what it's like to be alone on the road, and you see like a friend is down the street. You're like, please. Come here, for God's sake.
I get it.
And the career, he sells out every show.
He's
I could go,
huge.
hey, here's my best set. And they go, boy, I never even knew Joe List did comedy. I thought he just posted photos of mountains.
Right,
You
right.
know?
This is the sunset queef over here. But it helps.
I can't leave. I got a cigar and a fire and the stars are out. There's no way. I'm sorry. And it's like this, which I would have heard if I went to the club too. But, you know, I couldn't leave. So I'm sorry, Shane. I appreciate the invite.
And he gets it. He knows. I mean, Shane's a killer. He's hilarious. And he's one of us. He's an anti-social weirdo. He's a thoughtful guy. So he knows what's going down.
Great guy. I was like, I'm sorry. I posted a photo. I sent him a photo of like my niece smiling with a fire. And I'm like, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, he gets it. But again, it's the extra shit, and that's what other people don't understand. Like, I got people going, you want to do my podcast? I'm like, you know, and they're like, I thought you loved doing podcasts. I'm like, I do, but you live in Park Slope. That's going to be an hour there, hour back. Now it's a 4-hour experience because you want to be on your dumb podcast.
Yeah, it's hard. It's all balance, but
it's all pipes. And I say the guest spot is the ultimate because people go, you can't give me 5 minutes? I'm like, well, it's not 5 minutes. It's you got to hang out in the green room. I got to chit chat. You got to tell me about how your back hurts. Then you go bomb. Then you come back off. Now you're trying to hang out and do the second show. It's not the 5 minutes. It's everything else.
It's a lot of stuff. I said the teleport, just and I'm there. I'm like, nice. The other thing, I hadn't showered. I'm like, I have to get in the shower.
Forget it.
I don't want to shower, drive, borrow a friend's car, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was great. I long to be in the woods. I love gig. I swear to God, I just moved to Washington. I want to be with family. Like that, when you have that family feeling, you're like, yes, I love you. It's killing
beautiful.
With the kids.
But again, is it special because you don't do it every day?
Right.
If you did it every day, you'd go, get the fuck, where's that text? I got to go do a set.
I know, it's hard. It's hard to balance.
It's a balance.
But I'll wrap it up here. I got this one last thing I want to tell you about because I really want to make a push for you.
Hold on, we got Crazy Lady. We got Seattle. And what was the other one?
Equinox.
It's all coming around, baby.
I'll tell you what, I am part of a new society. I'm going with Luke.
Yeah,
I'm a
you're
Luke now.
You're Luke if you got an Equinox card.
Joe is dead. I got fancy blue pants that are too short.
White ankles.
I belong to Equinox. Have you been in an Equinox?
I have.
My
it's
God.
Shangri-La in there. Everybody's hot. The subtle music is playing. It's a good temperature. The steam room. My God, the steam. It smells like pussy in there. I love it.
You can't believe the bodies on these people, Jerry.
I've taken photos. I've jerked it. I've looked in the glass. I've fogged it up.
I mean, you go to a gym and there's this fat fucks and you're stupid and there's like old ladies and get out of here. I mean, everyone's pitch perfect, hot bod. It's new. It smells.
Yes, shiny.
It's just beautiful. I went and I was like, let me just sniff it out. And you know me. I'm like, let me just get some feels. And right away, I'm like, give me the premium. I'm a new man.
I
like,
knew it a mile away.
$12,000. But you got to join. It's right next door. We're touching walls. I steamed right before this.
I know. It's beautiful in there. And they brought some Asian guy in there, Long Gook Ko, or Long Luke Joey. We came in there and he got the whole aesthetic down. I mean, the feng shui in there, the cum shui, whatever it is perfect.
You can't even believe my old gym has no towels, 0 towels. They blame COVID. They're like, well, COVID, so we don't have towels. I'm like,
sure.
That doesn't even make sense.
That has nothing to do with COVID.
And then there's a smoothie bar there. There's like a hot woman. You got her own locker. There's towels everywhere. You're slipping on towels. And then they have these, what do you call it? What's that shit? Eucalyptus.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, there's eucalyptus towels everywhere. You
tingles
put them,
the nose.
You shove them in your face. You stick them in your ass. I mean,
yes.
You can't believe it. They got creams, Jerry.
Cream on me. Cream of some young young guy. It's amazing.
There's Q-tips and creams. I can't even believe it. It's unbelievable. It's not believable.
It ain't believable. Yeah, my lady was a part of it, and she would like, come by, get a smoothie. And I'd be in there like, shit, I feel like a troll under a bridge. I'm like, I got a mole on my face with hair coming out of it. I don't belong. I'm a rec center guy.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know how to work out. I got a private thing. They give you a free private session when the guy shows you how to do things because I'm in there. It's like the Regan joke. I'm in the scaffolding. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, who told? Did he help you with the outfit also? You look like my grandma at the jazzercise.
This is
wild.
a sponsor.
That's right. With Dever, we love you.
I go in there. I literally take like 2 5-pound weight. I do this, and the guy gives me a look, so I just toss it to him. I'm like, every room I walk in, they all turn their head, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I leave, and I'm so afraid they're going to be like, I heard you say that, the F word.
They don't listen to this. They pass right by our pod. They're listening to fucking, Activist Alley or whatever the hell.
But it's so exciting in there. I mean, you got to join. Come on, it's right next door.
Well, what's the pre? What are we paying? 9,000?
It's hefty.
Yeah, it's that way. You texted me 2 days ago. I'm freaking out. We got to make some money. I'm broke here. I spent my nut on towels. You got eucalyptus in your ass.
Well, on the same day, I signed up for health insurance and Equinox, so I doubled my monthly nut. But I got Joe and Ronna have a Patreon. It's doing okay, and it covers. I always do that. I'm like, all right, that's a couple $100. That covers the Equinox.
Right.
So I don't know, but it's pretty exciting. It's about $3.25 a month.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's a little hefty for a gym.
I'm paying more than that in fucking Beamer parking.
Yeah, well, my parking costs the same thing.
Sure,
it's a very expensive city, but it's usually $500 to join. That knock it down to $100, and you get it back if you go in 8 times in the first 30 days. So that's easy. I'm already 3 in. So, it's not bad.
It's like Movie Pass. You got to use it.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like I got a private trainer. I'm going to talk to him about something, but I'm a little nervous, actually. They ask you very personal questions.
Yeah, well, hey, if you want to know, I'll tell you. I'm an open pamphlet, but I don't know. Hopefully, you look like you're dressed for Tybo in 1999.
Like, how many grams of fruit do you eat a day? I'm like, get out of here.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. That'll be a story. I'm only doing it for the podcast.
There you go. Well, tell him about the coming on your back. See where he stands on that. That'll get him off your ass.
I think they have that as a service at Equinox.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're in. Equinox Jizz, or what do you call it? Eucalyptus?
They'll urine on you, too. But yeah, it's a hell of a thing. I'm a new man. And I don't think people are going to even recognize me. I'm all fresh.
You're very fresh. You're glowing over here. You got a glimmer.
I got a haircut and a glow. I mean, I feel like a nude man. So I'm excited about that. I don't know. We got to be at 2 hours at this point. I never saw the half clock or the full clock or Shelby's cock.
Yes. What do you think, Shelby? Decent cock? All right. Well, with those lips, you must have. If you got one of those lips downtown, you're set for life. But all right, there we go. We got to do some ads. Don't forget. And,
well, we got plugs too.
We love Endeavor plugs. Where are you going to be at there, fat man? Well, I'll go while you get the book out.
Oh, these are the sweatpants that shrank.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I don't know what brand this is. CSG. I think it's like some Cleveland shit.
Yes. Well, if they shrink again, throw them my way because they'll fit my tiny legs. But
made in China. Ugh.
MarkNormanComedy.com for dates. I'm all over the place. La Jolla, we added a show. Kansas City, coming in there with Jeff Asmus. That'll be fun. He's opening.
Oh, yeah.
Hope I said that right.
Osmus.
Osmus.
Jeff with a G.
I'm awful. And all over the place. Raleigh at the Carolina Theater. Shit in my mouth. Where else am I going to be? Oh, Indianapolis. Helium with Umar. That'll be fun. Columbus, Funny Bone with Chris Al. All kinds. Cincinnati, Liberty Funny Bone. A lot of fun dates. A lot of Midwest. A lot of West Coast. So come out. Oh, Moon Tower. Got to do the Paramount Theater. Good times. Good stuff. Let's cook. DC, I'm coming to. So say hello. Queef it up. Mark Norman, out to lunch. Check out the Netflix, and I Hate Myself, and you tell them where they're, Fatty.
All right, Atlantic City Comedy Club, one night. That's going to be rough if there's no gays, so please come out to that one.
Please.
That's February 19th. Then Key West. Make the trip down. Take the drive. February 24th through 26th, Tom Dustin's Club. Come on out to that. Then I'll be at Hyenas in Fort Worth. If you missed Dallas, that's March 4th and 5th. Side Splitters in Tampa, March 24, 25, 26. That's always a big one. One of my favorites. Come out to that for sure. Laugh Boston, April 14, 15, 16. Buffalo Helium with Matt Wayne. That's April 21, 22, 23.
Nice.
And then don't forget Houston, February 15th. That's just in a couple weeks. That's at Secret Group, February 15th.
Yes.
Come out to that. That's going to be fun. And please, for the love of tits, I got a cut of the special already.
Oh, my Lord. I
haven't
forgot all
watched it
about
yet.
it.
Yeah.
What do we think?
I haven't watched it yet. I can't bring myself to look at it. I'm so nervous. And I can't release it until I write some jokes. I got about 12 minutes.
Yeah, I hear that.
So that'll be out. Subscribe to my YouTube. Go to the YouTube. Joe and Ron on Talk Movies is on there. It's a very funny podcast. I think you'll enjoy it. We make a lot of jokes. He's quite irreverent, that guy. He says some crazy shit.
Yeah, fun guy.
Funny guy.
Not
So go
attractive.
check that out. It's on my YouTube. Please subscribe. And I don't know. That's it. And join the Patreon. We haven't even mentioned the Patreon.
Yeah, we're
really
cooking.
doing it now. We're actually really doing it now in the studio with the video. We played some game of Heads Up.
Oh, that's going to be a big hit.
That was insane. So
Yeah, we got the behind the scenes of the Netflix shoot is on there. We got a bunch of hockey sets. We're putting up something at least once a week, at least, plus extra shit, bonus stuff, a lot of bullshit. So all the backlog, by the way.
big backlog.
So put a log up my ass and
Come on my backlog.
yeah. So we'll see you in hell. Thanks, gang. Praise Allah.